Pratt Feeders in central Kansas is a place and a business Jerry Bohn knows well. A Kansas native, Jerry started his career as an assistant feed yard manager and then moved to Colorado to work with Cattle Facts for 7 years before moving back to manage this feed yard.
Came here in 1982, August of 1982, and as a feed yard manager. When I got here, we had about 15,000 cattle on feed, and over the years, we were able to grow this facility to where it holds about 40,000 today. And then in 1989, we bought Ashland Feeders at Ashland, Kansas. In 1995, we bought Buffalo Feeders, Buffalo, Oklahoma. We currently have the 3 main feed yards with a total capacity of about 85 to 90,000 head. The focus here at Pratt Feeders for the most part has been to be a custom feed yard where we feed cattle for other people. Today, about 75 to 80% of the cattle on feed here are owned by rancher customers from various states around the country. And we focus really hard on being customer oriented. We've gone to an individual animal management system where every animal is managed to its ideal endpoint. And I think customers benefit from that, and profitability is improved because of that process.
While the cattle are impressive, the feed yard facility itself is too. It's unique because it was built on the site of a decommissioned World War II Army airfield.
During the war, the government built this air base, and the B-29 crews were trained here before they went overseas to the war. And right where I'm standing right now is the middle of one of the runways. This one's about 1.5 miles long from the east, or from the west to the east, and we have cattle alleys on both sides of this runway, and it's worked out quite well for our operation.
Though Jerry is retired from day-to-day management here, he is a part owner of Pratt Feeders and remains on the board. He owns cattle and continues to manage farm ground the company operates. He's proud of how Pratt Feeders has grown and even more proud of how the beef industry has improved over the years.
I think the industry's done a very fantastic job of genetic improvement. When I started my career here, if we had a 50 or 55% choice in prime grade, we were really excited about it. Today, the industry's averaging on top of 80% choice. Carcass weights have probably gone from 600 to 700 pound average to more like 800 to 900 or maybe even 1,000 pound average.
A past president of the Kansas Livestock Association, Jerry has served in a variety of NCBA leadership roles. And as he takes the reins as the 2021 president of NCBA, he sees both challenges and opportunities for the beef cattle industry.
I think some of the opportunities that we see as we look forward here into 2021 and beyond is certainly beef demand has jumped up here. That's been a shining star even during the COVID pandemic. I think people are spending more time at home. They're learning to cook beef again. The beef product and quality is the best it's ever been. So I think that's certainly an opportunity. We think also the opportunity to grow our export market. I think even though the Chinese and us have some road bumps, their demand for high quality beef is going to grow. Certainly that's an opportunity as we go forward. I think some other issues that we're going to have to work on is sustainability and the consumer's concern about how animals are raised, animal welfare, the environmental impact that our beef industry has on the environment. I think the fact that the beef animal is an upcycler, that we take grass and rough feed and the majority of the life is spent eating products that are not edible by people and turning it into high quality protein will certainly be at the forefront.
Though he prefers to spend his time around pens of cattle, Jerry knows it's critical for cattlemen and women to have a strong voice working on their behalf in Washington, D.C.
NCBA has a lobbying team in Washington, D.C. that works every day interacting with government officials, senators, congressmen, and their staff to establish positive regulations and positive business environment for the beef industry. And so while we're out here feeding cattle and taking care of them and farming and doing all the things that it does to support these animals that we care for, we have a team in Washington that's working on our behalf, making certain that government regulation and laws that get passed will not hamper our industry and then hopefully will pass laws that are beneficial to us. For instance, opening up more export markets around the world will certainly be a beneficial thing that can happen there.
Building unity is a priority for Jerry, who wants to see state cattle organizations and NCBA pull together to create more opportunity for producers in all sectors of the American beef cattle business.
The state associations in the beef industry are, obviously they're a very important partner to NCBA, but that's where the rubber meets the road. They're the ones that are in contact with the individual cattlemen on a daily basis. And it's important to NCBA that we develop a very strong, positive relationship with every state affiliate. And I know that's one of the goals that we have going forward is looking at those relationships and how we can forge an even stronger bond between the state and national organizations as we work to protect the industry from government regulation, as we grow our positive impact on the environment. NCBA is working on a daily basis for the benefit of every member, and in fact we're working on the benefit for those who have chosen not to join us too. And so as we talk about membership, first of all, being a member of NCBA is important. Without that membership we can't do the work that we do. The local member is vastly important to us, and so we spend a lot of time working to help them be profitable and successful, and in turn, if they do that, we're going to be successful as a national organization. I am very excited to have the opportunity to be the president of the National Cattlemen's Beef Association. I consider it kind of a crowning event for my career in the business.